Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Listen, today I'm going to be breaking down for you in simple layman's terms how to make a sentence. So if this sounds interesting, stick around. Let's get into it. Let's learn, share, and teach. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time you're here, my name is Mr. K. I am a primary school, elementary school teacher and a very proud parent. Now, I've geared my channel towards helping students, parents and teachers to better learn, share and teach to get the best learning outcomes for students. Now, if this is something that you might be interested in, please do us both a favour and hit the subscribe button down below and smash that notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Now, let's get into today's subject, which is how to make a sentence. So first of all, what is a sentence? Well, a sentence is a set of words that express a complete thought and make sense. A sentence basically says something about someone, something, or somewhere. So I'm going to use my little friend here, my blue chicken, which everyone has. No. And we're going to show you first of all the first thing he says, and he says Urkel. Now, is that a set of words that express a complete thought? Well, no, it isn't, and it says nothing about anyone really. So this is not a sentence. Okay. Now, the next thing he could say could be this: Urkel ate worms. Now, is this a collection or set of words? Yes, it is. Does it express a complete thought? Yes, it does. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. Does it say something about someone? Yes, it does. This has to be a sentence, so we're going to give that a big tick. Yep, excellent. Okay, so what are the basic ingredients that you need to make a sentence? Well, put in layman's terms, what you really need is to start your sentences with capitals. Then you would have to have a what or a who or even a where that you're going to talk about or say something about. Then you have to actually say something about that who, what, or where. And then finally, you finish your sentence with a full stop. Now, I've got a great example above me that we used before. Urkel ate worms. As you can see, it starts with a capital letter, E for Urkel. Then I've got a what or who in this case, which is Urkel. Then it says I've got a part that says something about Urkel, and finally I've got a full stop. So this is definitely a sentence, and a very basic one. Cool. So let's talk about each of these elements in a little bit more detail. So first of all, let's talk about capital letters. So a capital letter is basically an uppercase letter. So this is pretty straightforward. A few examples are these letters here, A, S, R, and my favorite, capital K. You probably guessed that, but anyway. So that is uppercase or a capital letter, and your sentence has to start with one of those. Now, the next element in a sentence is this one, a who or a what. Now, this is a person or a thing or even a place that we will say something about. So a few examples I could give you might be Jack, name of a person, so that's a who. Another one, New York, that's a place or that's a where. Rover, that's a dog's name. And the car, that is also a noun or a thing. Excellent. Cool. And they could all be at the start of the sentence. And I've highlighted each first letter in those because we're assuming that they're actually going to start a sentence. Okay, excellent. Let's go to the next element that you would need to make a sentence. So the next element you would need would be to say something about it, or say something about the who, what, or the where. Now this is where you say something about the who or what. Okay, I feel like I'm repeating myself. And I'll give you some examples now. So originally we had the name Jack. Now, that by itself, of course, is not a sentence, but we need to say something about Jack. So we'll say this has a great smile. Jack has a great smile. So there you go. We're saying something about Jack. Another one, we had New York. Let's say something about New York. Okay, New York is huge. Rover was another noun or another what or where or who that we talked about before. So Rover is barking loud. We've just said something about him. He's barking loud. And last one, the car. Let's say something about the car. looks amazing. Okay, so there you go. We've got so far 3 elements there. We've got capital letters starting at the beginning of the sentence. We've also got a who, what, thing, or where that we're going to say something about, and then we've also said something about it. Okay, let's go to the final element that you'll need to make a sentence. So the final element you will need is a full stop. Now this is a dot or a mark at the end of a sentence. It's also known around the world as a period. So in our previous examples, I had Jack, and then we said something about it, has a great smile, and then we needed a full stop at the end. So there we go, we've got all the elements of a sentence that we actually need. So we've got the who or what at the beginning, we've said something about them, and we've got the full stop. Another example, New York is huge. Of course, we need a full stop at the end of that one. Then we also said Rover is barking loud. We've said something about Rover, so we need a full stop after that. Then we said the car looks amazing, and we've said something about the car, so we need a full stop there as well. Excellent. So we've covered all the different elements that you would need in a sentence. And once again, I'm showing them here just to remind you what they were. And you can even put it into a calculation or a numerical sentence, number sentence like I have above me. Okay, excellent. So it's maybe a little bit easier to remember. Not too sure, but anyway. So some brief examples or last few examples, just to like drive home what a sentence is. Remember, you need a capital at the beginning, you need a what or who or where, then you need to say something about it, and then you need a full stop. So Jack jumped, okay, Jack is the what, the who or the what, and we've said something about him, and then we need a full stop after that. Hobart beats Sydney. So we've said something about Hobart, and then we've got a full stop at the very end of that. And note that they all start with a capital letter, all of these sentences. Rover ate worms. I think it must be a friend of Urkel, but anyway. And the final example, the spaceship hit Mars. So you can see I've got a capital at the beginning there, and we've said something about the spaceship, and we've finished it off with a full stop. Excellent. Well, listen, thanks for joining me today. I hope that made it a little bit easier to start making sentences yourself or even teaching sentences to students. Excellent. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Thanks for watching one of my videos. If you've enjoyed the content or you just want to show your support, please just click the subscribe button down below. You hitting the subscribe button lets me know that you'd like to see more content from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Subscribe.